If you start getting frightened of it, then you make it worse. Because you project onto it all kinds of bogies and threats which don't exist in it at all. Whenever you meet a ghost, don't run away. Because the ghost will capture the substance of your fear and materialize itself out of your own substance. And will kill you eventually, because it will take over all your own vitality. So then, whenever confronted with a ghost, walk straight into it, and it will disappear. We've got to survive. You must survive.
Greetings world. Today, once again, we reach out to all of you to help humanity make a difference. It's time to put an end to Monsanto and GMO foods, don't you think? Genetically modified foods or GM foods, also genetically engineered foods, are foods produced from organisms that have had changes introduced into their DNA using the methods of genetic engineering. Genetic engineering techniques allow for the introduction of new traits as well as greater control over traits than previous methods such as selective breeding and mutation breeding. GMO foods pose a risk to humans, animals, and the environment. Several animal studies indicate serious health risks associated with genetically modified food, as reported by AAEM in 2009. Health risks including infertility, immune problems, accelerated aging, faulty insulin regulation, and changes in major organs and the gastrointestinal system. The AAEM has asked physicians to advise all patients to avoid GM foods. GM plants, such as soybean, corn, cottonseed, and canola, have had foreign genes forced into their DNA. The inserted genes come from species, such as bacteria and viruses, which have never been in the human food supply. The genetic engineering process creates massive collateral damage, causing mutations in hundreds or thousands of locations throughout the plant's genetic makeup. Natural genes can be deleted or permanently turned on or off, and hundreds may change their behavior. Even the inserted gene can be damaged or rearranged and may create proteins that can trigger allergies or promote disease. GMOs and liver problems. Rats fed GM potatoes had smaller, partially atrophied livers. The livers of rats fed GM canola were 12 to 16% heavier. GM soy altered mouse liver cells in ways that suggest a toxic insult. The change is reversed after they switched to non-GM soy. GMOs, reproductive problems, and infant mortality. More than half the babies of mother rats fed GM soy died within 3 weeks. Male rats and mice fed GM soy had changed testicles, including altered young sperm cells in the mice. The DNA of mouse embryos functioned differently when their parents ate GM soy. The longer mice were fed GM corn, the less babies they had, and the smaller their babies were. Babies of female rats fed GM soy were considerably smaller, and more than half died within 3 weeks. Compared to 10% of the non-GM soy controls. Female rats fed GM soy showed changes in their ovaries and uterus. By the 3rd generation, most hamsters fed GM soy were unable to have babies. Let's end the uses of GMO products in America. Recall the Monsanto Protection Act. Stop poisons from being put into our foods. Stop allowing companies to profit off of causing people cancer, defects and death. 10 reasons to ban GMO products of all kinds. 1. Multiple toxins from GMOs detected in maternal and fetal blood. 2. DNA from genetically modified crops can be transferred into humans who eat them. 3. New study links GMOs to gluten disorders that affect 18 million Americans. 4. Study links genetically modified corn to rat tumors. 5. Glyphosate induces human breast cancer cells growth via estrogen receptors. 6. Glyphosate is linked to birth defects. 7. Study links glyphosate to autism, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. 8. Chronically ill humans have higher glyphosate levels than healthier humans. 9. Studies link GMO animal feed to severe stomach inflammation and enlarged uteri in pigs. 10. The GMO risk assessment is based on very little scientific evidence in the sense that the testing methods recommended are not adequate to ensure safety. GMOs are in a very large portion of the food and beverage items we consume every day. You would be truly shocked at the products that contain GMOs. Go to your cabinet and look on the back of your favorite products. Many of them tell you if they were produced or partially produced with genetic engineering, except for Coca-Cola, whom spent over $1 million fighting GMO labeling. Wonder why? In any event, this is the future of people around the world if we continue to neglect the dangers of using genetically modified organisms. Please join the rest of the world on saving the lives of our loved ones. Life is too precious and too short. Help put an end to these corporations that have no regard to the health and safety of people around the world. We can make a change. Your voice does matter. Stand up and make a difference in the world. Protect each other. A link to the petition is in the description. Sign and share it everywhere as well as this video. Special thanks to our Black Hat family. Much love to all of you. Let's all stand and be the change. You are not alone. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.